Welcome back, football fans. Today we're diving into some of the funniest and most bizarre penalty moments in football history. From players slipping to goalkeepers pulling off some outrageous antics, penalties have produced some of the most hilarious highlights that have gone down in football folklore. Whether you're a football fan or just love a good laugh, this countdown is sure to bring some joy. Let's kick off our list with number 10. Number 10. Sergio Ramos' sky-high miss. It was the 2012 UEFA Champions League semi-final second leg between Real Madrid and Bayern Munich. The stakes couldn't have been higher, with a place in the final on the line. The game went to penalties after a tense 2-2 draw on aggregate. Madrid's captain and defensive stalwart, Sergio Ramos, stepped up confidently for his turn in the shootout. The crowd hushed, expecting one of Spain's finest to deliver under pressure. But what happened next was the stuff of legend, for all the wrong reasons. Ramos attempted to smash the ball into the net with power, but instead, he sent it rocketing high over the crossbar. So high, in fact, that some fans joked it might have hit an airplane. The ball disappeared into the night sky, and Madrid's hopes disappeared along with it, as they crashed out of the competition. Social media erupted almost instantly with memes and jokes, likening the ball's trajectory to a NASA launch. Ramos' miss became so infamous that when Spain won Euro 2012 just a couple of months later, his teammates joked about his perfect aim when they scored during training. Despite the disappointment at the time, Ramos would later laugh it off and recover, proving himself in future penalty shootouts, including crucial moments in Spain's international tournaments. But his sky-high miss remains etched in football folklore. Number 9. Pyers and Henry's failed collaboration. Back in October 2005, Arsenal were at the height of their powers in the Premier League, and their dynamic duo of fiery Henry and Robert Pyers were two of the best players on the planet. With Manchester City as their opponents, Arsenal were awarded a penalty. Instead of taking a normal penalty shot, Pyers and Henry decided to try something fancy, a move that Dutch legend Johan Cruyff had once pulled off with success. Pyers was supposed to tap the ball slightly forward, and Henry would rush in to finish the move in style. Simple, right? Well, not exactly. When Pyers made his run-up, he hesitated at the last second, barely brushing the ball with his boot, making it clear that he was unsure whether he should pass or shoot. Henry, expecting the perfect assist, stood frozen, completely confused by what had just happened. The referee blew his whistle, and chaos followed. City's defenders quickly intervened, and Arsenal were left empty-handed. Fans in the stadium were stunned, while those watching at home were rolling with laughter. The botched penalty attempt soon became an instant internet meme. Both players were mocked mercilessly by pundits, and even Henry couldn't help but crack a smile when reflecting on the incident years later. While Arsenal did go on to win the game 1-0, the failed collaboration has gone down as one of the most comically embarrassing penalty attempts ever. Pyers and Henry, both legends of the game, showed that even the best sometimes get it hilariously wrong. Number 8. Simone Zazas' infamous run-up. Euro 2016 was a tense tournament, especially when Italy and Germany clashed in the quarterfinals, after 120 minutes of football ended in a 1-1 draw. The match went to penalties. Simone Zaza, an Italian striker known for his unorthodox style, was subbed in specifically to take a penalty during the shootout. Italian fans expected him to deliver, but what followed was nothing short of bizarre. Zaza's run-up was unlike anything fans had seen before. He took 10 tiny prancing steps toward the ball, almost as if he was performing a dance routine on a comedy show. After this absurdly long approach, everyone expected a stunning finish. But instead, Zaza completely scuffed his shot, launching the ball high over the crossbar, leaving fans and teammates in disbelief. The exaggerated run-up combined with the dreadful miss turned the moment into a meme sensation. Football fans across the world ridiculed Zaza for days, with people recreating his run-up on social media, doing parodies, and even adding cartoon sound effects to make it even funnier. Some joked that he was preparing for a gymnastics event rather than a penalty. Zazas' miss wasn't just funny, it was costly. Italy went on to lose the shootout, and Zazas' bizarre penalty haunted him for years. The run-up became a cautionary tale for players trying to overcomplicate a simple task. Number 7. Beckham's slip against Turkey. Even the great David Beckham had his fair share of funny moments. During a Euro 2004 qualifier against Turkey, Beckham slipped while taking a penalty, and the ball soared over the crossbar. What made it even funnier was his dramatic fall, which led to Turkish fans taunting him relentlessly. Beckham's slip became iconic, and while it was painful for England supporters, the incident provided endless joy to neutrals and opposition fans alike. Number 6. A goalkeeper's time-wasting backfires. CSKA Moscow's goalkeeper Igor Akinfeev thought he had mastered the art of mind games when he decided to waste time during a penalty shootout against Sporting Lisbon in the 2005 UEFA Cup. Akinfeev delayed the penalty taker, pacing around the goal, talking and gesturing to waste time. But when the shot was finally taken, he ended up diving the wrong way, and the penalty sailed smoothly into the net. Akinfeev's attempts to distract his opponent completely backfired, and the entire incident was comedy gold for football fans. Number 5. The keeper who saved and celebrated too soon. In a 2013 Moroccan Cup match between Fath Union Sport and Maghreb de Fez, one of the most bizarre penalty moments occurred. The goalkeeper from Fath Union saved the penalty and began celebrating in front of the fans. However, while he was off basking in his glory, the ball spun back into the goal. The ref allowed the goal to stand, leaving the goalkeeper looking absolutely ridiculous. His premature celebration became an iconic moment, serving as a classic example of why you should never celebrate too early in football. Number 4. Riyad Mahrez's UFO launch. Riyad Mahrezs had his own Sergio Ramos moment during a crucial Premier League clash between Manchester City and Liverpool in 2018. With the game hanging in the balance, Mahrezs stepped up to take a late penalty, only to launch the ball into the stratosphere. Fans joked that Mahrez's penalty was a sign of life on Mars, while others said he was aiming for the International Space Station. Mahrez's sky-high penalty was both frustrating and hilarious for fans, solidifying its place among the funniest penalty misses. Number 3. Eden Hazard's slow-motion penalty. Eden Hazard is known for his calmness on the pitch, but during a Premier League match between Chelsea and Crystal Palace in 2017, he took calmness to a whole new level. Hazard took a penalty so slowly that it looked like he was casually strolling up to the ball. His almost leisurely approach threw off the goalkeeper entirely, and Hazard slotted the ball into the net. The absurdly slow build-up to the penalty left both fans and pundits laughing, showing that sometimes slow and steady really does win the race. Number 2. The Panenka gone wrong. The Panenka penalty, where a player delicately chips the ball into the center of the goal, can either make you look like a genius or a fool. Unfortunately for Adam Ljajic, he fell into the latter category during a Serbian league match in 2014. Attempting a cheeky Panenka, Ljajic chipped the ball softly, right into the goalkeeper's hands. The attempt looked more like a passback than a penalty, and Ljajic's botched attempt made its way into football blooper reels across the globe. Number 1. The infamous double penalty. And finally, one of the weirdest penalty moments ever came during a bizarre Dutch amateur match in 2019. Harkemace boys were awarded a penalty, and their player struck it beautifully, hitting the post before it rebounded off the goalkeeper and into the net. However, while the players were celebrating, the referee ordered a retake because of encroachment. The same player stepped up again, and this time skied it over the bar. What made it so funny was the sheer contrast between the first perfect strike and the second disastrous miss, leaving fans laughing in disbelief.